All right, fellow traders, what's up? Let's watch this video for Monday, October 21st, showing you the SPY daily. A lot of narrow range days this past week. A pretty narrow range for the week. Overall, some really good stuff, though. A lot of the low floaters were running. Here's a quick summary of my week, my personal trading. I'll take that anytime. And it was one of my better weeks of the year, actually. So a lot of good stuff moving. Looking forward to Monday. Here's what I'm watching. ENDP. I'll tell you what's interesting. It had this nice 2-day run, big volume. Topped out at 517 on Thursday, hit 518 on Friday, closed all the way down at 487. So, to me, you have this big pop. It looks like it needs to come in for a little bit, but if it can hold up well, I like it over this 2-day high with the 200-day up there maybe being a target. Keep in mind, I'm a day trader. I don't hold overnight. OCGN, zooming in a little bit, had this big pop on Wednesday. Went to from $1.53 to $2.73, then a quiet inside day, and a pretty strong day, $1.75 to $2.19, and closing almost at its highs on Friday. This is probably my favorite chart for a possible another low float mover for Monday. CTST had this kind of a 2.5-day pop there, and is sort of flagging. So I want to watch that one. I believe that's in the pot category, so we'll see. Those things haven't been doing so great. AOBC, American Outdoor Brands, which is the old Smith & Wesson, had this nice run that topped out at 705, and it's really kind of just flagging below that, so I want to keep my eyes on that one. Whoops, typed that wrong. LLNW had this big breakout on Thursday, and then Friday put in an inside day. Not a low floater or anything, but I do like it over Friday's high. We might just push through that 4, the whole number 4, which is kind of interesting that it topped out at exactly 4 on Thursday with an inside day on Friday. I like the idea of it, but generally, you look at the daily candles, it has average true range issues, so usually I shy away from something like that, but we'll keep an eye on it. CRON had that gap up on Thursday, and then just basically after gapping up, sold off for 2 straight days and filled the gap. Any kind of positive pot stock momentum, and I like this one for a turn back up. Netflix, NFLX, kind of like CRON, right? Big gap up, 2 solid days down. Certainly overdue in the short term. I'll give you some numbers here. This thing topped out on Thursday at 308.75 and then went all the way down to 273. I mean, that's a huge 27 and then another 8, like $35. Do I have that right? In a couple sessions. That's a pretty good fall and a pretty good recipe for a former Wall Street darling like Netflix for a possible big snapback bounce. Remember, I'm looking for day trades here. CrowdStrike CRWD just goes back on watch again. This is just straight off a cliff. I don't know, 10 days in a row down, right? Hitting new all-time lows for the last couple days in a row. To me, I still like it for a snapback bounce. No trades in it for me on Friday. VNET had the nice volume spike. Well, this would have been Monday, and then a kind of a follow-through day on Tuesday, and then 3 days lower volume than the Monday and Tuesday volume, right back into the 8-day, coming back into the 200-day from above. Pretty good setup for a bounce on Monday. We'll see, right? Only with the proper intraday setup. And then DERM had this big volume day, over 10 million shares traded hands, and it went from 580 to 852, but settled all the way down here, somewhere close to the middle of its days range, around 715, 716. So I want to watch that for maybe a red to green on Monday. And we're going to add gappers to this list as we work together in the pre-market to find some gappers, and there should be plenty to trade. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see y'all in chat on Monday.